now we're very close to go on Mars, like which is pretty crazy if you think about it. So you just think about the idea, dream it, and make it happen. That's
Totally.
that's like the secret to be like an entrepreneur. Literally, like think about the idea and make it happen.
So
Simple.
we just got done with the Draper University program, and this is something that we really learned. Because if you think of a small ideas can make you money. But if you think of a huge, insane idea that you might lose friends over, you might lose, might not be able to talk to your family over this crazy idea because you're so passionate about it. That is what we learned. And some of the things that we have come across was we saw the first robot being built. So in 2017, I believe it is in the whole world, there's going to be robot wars, and hopefully it's going to be aired on ESPN, and there's going to be these huge robots fighting each other and all of this. And so we talked to those guys, and we're like, are you insane? You're spending your day building a robot and you fight another robot, USA versus like Japan. Like, what does your family think of this? You know what I mean? So just be crazy about it, find your passion, and
one thing about being an entrepreneur too, your family will never understand what you're doing. So you just got well, I don't even know like how, because to this day when I tell my family what I do, they just don't understand it. It's like you make apps, like how you gonna make money? Okay, like I don't really even know like how to explain it. So like when you're an entrepreneur, you just got bear with it, I guess, because your family would never understand, like unless they're entrepreneurs.
Because we're 50 something. That's why we don't understand.
Yeah. And so once you come up with this crazy idea, execute it, and don't be afraid to fail. Because the top people in the world, the most people with the most money in the world, have failed and failed and failed. And you have to fail and fail again till you succeed. So it's just all about going out there, and once you find that passion, go ahead and try it. Give it a shot. Start working on it. Find some people that have similar interests and passions as you and similar skill sets. So Issa, he's a great developer. I'm a marketing hustler, business guy. So we combined our skills really well, and we just launched Vix in the App Store 3 days ago. So if you guys have iPhones, you should download Vix, post a video. It's a pretty cool app. But I know he's gone through failures until we got to this point, and I definitely have gone through multiple failures, and it's the only way you're able to really learn.
Honestly, it's not really failure until you give up. Like,
Exactly.
if you don't give up, you didn't really fail, right? It's just like it's taking you a little bit more time to get there. That's how we gotta look at it.
Exactly.
Once you give up, then you definitely fail. So that's the key to it. You don't give up. Just do not give up.
Exactly.
Because the journey is gonna be very hard. Just do not give up. And there's this little thing we went through when we were at Draper. We went through survival. It's called survival, right? So it's like you get $100, 5 people, and you're supposed to leave on it for like 5 days, and just like a little bit of food. It was pretty cold. It's like crazy. Like every day you just ask yourself, why am I doing this? Like it's literally the same journey as being an entrepreneur. Every day you ask yourself, like, is this worth it? Like nobody's using my product. Why did I spend all these hours making this product and nobody's really liking it? But that one day it's just going to be okay, boom, like everything just picks up. Like it took Pinterest, about 6 to however many months. Whoever know Pinterest right here, do you guys use Pinterest? Anybody know Pinterest?
About it, but I know it.
Yeah. Okay, so like it took Pinterest like how many months like before they actually hit, and once it started, it was just like boom, like viral growth. Like you never just know, you just should not give up. Like just keep going with it, and every day just think that okay, this is gonna be the day. This is gonna be the day. This is gonna be the day. And one day it's gonna be the day. Literally.
Yeah. Totally. You guys got this. So one other thing is ideas are
actually
great.
a picture of us at Draper.
Yeah, so this is a picture of us. This is me right here. I got picked as the captain of the ship, and so one of our tasks was we had to take huge rafts and tie them all together, and we had 35 people from all over the world, all on this boat. About 10 of them couldn't swim, and some of them, never had experience. Could swim, but never had experience in a boat. So we had to get from one side of the bay to the other side of the bay. And it's all about the execution. We came up with an idea, all right, let's put these rafts together. But it's the people inside the boat, it's the leadership, it's the passion, it's the execution. Let's row together, 1 row, 2 row. If we would all, right when we got in there, everyone was like, no, you're the captain, you row, you row. We're like, nope, everyone, let's do this together. It's the only way we're going to be able to get this done, is if we work as a team. So another thing to learn from this is you guys might come up with the next $1 billion idea, but don't be afraid to share that with your friends and blast that out to the world. And don't be afraid to, you know, get criticized and that idea sucks. Well, and also don't listen to everyone's opinion, because your idea might be the next $1 billion company in the world, and you don't want that guy over there stopping you from doing that. So if you believe it can happen, you can make it happen. So
actually, one of the good things when you have an idea, it's actually good to talk to people about it, because they will actually ask you questions that you never even asked yourself, right? So as they're asking you those questions, you're refining your ideas. So you just taking the idea from version 1 to like version 10, because all these people are asking you these questions, right? I know a lot of people, like, they think the idea is going to get stolen. No, like, don't worry about it. Like, you can literally, because like the same idea you're thinking about is probably 10 other million in the world people are thinking about literally the same idea. What is going to make the difference? The way you execute it, right? Like Facebook started, when Facebook started, MySpace was there, Friendfield was there. It was like a million other social apps.
Same
right?
with Uber. Uber was started before Uber.
Right.
No one knows that, but Uber executed correctly. They got the right funds to start it, and now they're
just make it happen.
Uber. Exactly.
So yeah, do not be scared like, to talk about your idea, because literally like nobody will steal your idea. Unless you have like some idea that is like 200 years from now that you might not want to talk about it. I don't know, but yeah, for the most part, nobody will steal your idea.
Yeah. So we just got done with Draper University. Draper University is a 7-week program where people from all over the world come to one place in Silicon Valley, like the tech bubble of the world essentially, and innovate on their ideas and get all the connections and the resources to launch their startup, learn more about entrepreneurship, and meet people from all over the world. And so
you get a taste of like Silicon Valley, like
yeah,
literally, like all these people that are working like on amazing things and stuff like Airbnb, Uber, like people working on crazy stuff that you wouldn't even dare think about. Like you will see them over there and meet them, and it's pretty cool because like everybody's literally thinking just like you. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like those people will actually understand you. Like when you tell them something, it's gonna be like, oh shit, you working on this, you working on this, right? It's not like your family when you tell them it's like, she just don't have a job, so she's an entrepreneur. Because like entrepreneur is another way of saying I don't have a job, But
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It's a great environment because you're around people from all over the world with different ideas that are creative, have different skill sets, and you just combine it in an environment for 7 weeks. And you go through Survival Week, you go through every day is like going to South by Southwest or Launch Festival or think the biggest tech conference there is. Instead of being in a huge auditorium, you have a speaker that's there that is connecting with you on a personal basis. You're exchanging business cards, you're learning from their stories, and they don't only tell you about their success, they most importantly tell you about their failures, because that's what you most can learn, because anyone can succeed, but it's to know what to not do is very important as well.
Learn from other people's mistakes.
Exactly.
That's one of the good things about it.
Exactly. So it's in Silicon Valley. It's about it's affordable to go there, and you can also apply for scholarships in extraordinary ways. So for all of you that want to be an entrepreneur and you're starting a business or you have an idea or you're launched and you want to meet investors or any of that type of things, Draper University is a great place to go during college, post-college.
And the great thing, you really don't even need an idea, because just going over there is you're going to grow so much, like just personally, like you will learn so much about yourself. You will have like all these people come in and you will just realize, okay, like this is the stuff I need to work on my life. Like, it doesn't need to be like a business, because yourself, you can look at yourself as a business as well, right? You want to grow and just be the better version of you next year or tomorrow or next hour, matter of fact, right? And just going through that program, I felt like it really helped me like just mature as a person, and just like leadership skills, like it just helped me build all those stuff that I was lacking at first before I got there. Yeah, I think you guys should definitely look into it.
Yeah,
like you said, there is a lot of scholarship available,
opportunities,
right? Opportunities,
yeah,
and stuff.
totally.
Hey Grant, do they have a rolling enrollment? So is it like every 7 weeks they bring in like a a new cohort?
Yep, so the programs go, the winter session just ended and that started in January, early January.
January 18th, actually.
Yep, January 18th and ended like March 5th. And then I know the spring applications are open for maybe like another 2 weeks or something. And so then there's 4 sessions per year. There's the fall, winter, spring, and summer. And they're also starting a bachelor's program, which is going to be, I believe,
A 2-year program?
no, it's going to be 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, 6 months. And so for all of you guys that are wondering, oh, visa, they're definitely working stuff out to keep you in the States. And so the program is pretty awesome because you learn tons of different skills to be an entrepreneur. You know, you learn how to come up with an idea, you learn how to raise funding, you learn, you know, the basics of how do I design an app, how to develop an app, how do I make a splash page, how do I do marketing, how do I do business development, creating a brand on social media. You learn, you know, every step of the, you know, of the way. So it's a really cool opportunity. You know, even if you guys would like to learn more, that is my email up there. So just reach out and I can definitely connect you guys with anybody.
And you guys can have my email too. It's Issa, ISSA @vixapp.com.
Why don't you just write it?
So this is the one of our companies. It's called SeatSurf. It's a ride share. We can find rides long distance music festivals and events. And then Vix is an entertainment app where you can post your videos and share it with friends and make your videos go viral. So those are what we're working on at the moment. And tomorrow we're going to Austin, Texas to